Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Like a screenshot of a long URL. It's the Audience of One show on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5 FM, streaming on irlonestar.com and available wherever you tend to get your podcasts from. On today's show, we discuss mementos of loved ones, animal stories, and what not to do on a job interview. I am Andrew, maestro of the run sheet, next to the guy who thinks giraffe mating rituals make perfect sense. It's Dick. I get along with everybody. Shissler.
I don't get along with everybody.
Words directly out of your mouth.
I get along with everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what you said last week.
I also am probably the one person in the room who's full of the most crap.
Usually, yes.
That's very possible.
If you're looking around and can't find someone who's full of crap, it's probably me. It's probably because it's you.
Me.
Yeah. That's the thing. I was able to take a successful nap the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Dick, and it was glorious. I used to be such a fantastic nap taker.
Really?
But as I've gotten older, it just doesn't happen. And it's been really frustrating. Are you still able to rock the midday nap?
I can sleep whenever.
Gosh.
But it just depends. Like, actually, ironically, it says I was in Galveston this weekend, and I was with one of my best friends since high school, and roommate in college, all that cool stuff. Well, now he has kids, and so we spent, I don't know how many hours out on the beach, and I was sitting there like, these kids aren't going to stop. And of course, I get like not sunstroke, but sun tired.
Sunstroke, is that a thing?
Well, yes, it is. And then like I was
it's
like,
not. I sure felt like I had it.
Like right when we got back to the beach house, I was like, I'm just going to go to sleep. I don't know if don't wake me up.
Now, are these alcohol-induced daytime naps?
No.
Because that doesn't count.
You'd be very proud of me. I did everything on the up and up.
On natural. High on life, baby.
Well, my good friend doesn't drink, and
okay. Well, that works
so
too.
I was trying to just spend time with him, sober. Tried to, but anyway, I haven't taken a nap during midday.
Yeah, that's me either.
Right when we got back to eat lunch, he's like, "I'm gonna take a nap. You should probably take a nap. Let Jacqueline handle the kids."
Like your caretaker, you probably need a little nap buddy.
And I go, "Okay."
Yes, Daddy.
And I told the wife, I was like, "Just don't wake me up. Just let me naturally sleep. I kind of want to see."
Kind of like a dog humping your leg. Yeah. Just let him finish.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
And I slept for like 3 hours.
Oh my.
So I don't know if that's a nap.
No, okay. So for me, it was 20 minutes. And when I woke up, I felt like a damn Greek god that had just popped a few sticks of Blue Chew.
You don't know how that feels.
Amazing.
You don't know that, but you imagine that.
Well, this is true. This is what I imagine
now,
it felt
really,
like.
it's Blue Chew in your Spider 911 while getting pulled over.
There you go.
That's what you really felt like.
Yeah, on Red Bull. No, but I felt really great. But I've heard that if you do a nap any longer than around 20 or 30 minutes, it starts to have negative effects.
Really?
Yeah, because your body starts to think, oh, this is nighttime now, and starts to go into its REM cycles, and then you're suddenly ripped out of your REM cycles.
No, I just woke up and I was like, dang, I slept good.
I've heard 20, 30 minutes is good. A little midday siesta.
Oh, interesting.
For our Spanish-speaking friends.
Okay.
What up, onesies? How is everybody?
Yeah. I know.
Seems like it's been a while since I've seen you and done a show.
Yeah.
Because we recorded so darn early last week.
That's true. Yeah.
I've been missing you, man.
I've not been missing you.
Been missing Dick.
No,
I know.
A lot's
haven't.
happened. It's kind of funny where like a big life event happens and then everything kind of stays still.
Yeah, I was informed of some news.
Yeah, my grandmother passed away last week.
I am so sorry to hear that, Muzzy.
Yeah, it was creepy because I called her like 2 days prior to make arrangements to go see her and have coffee.
Sorry about that.
And then when that happened, I was like, well, no, there's no point in me going to town. But I still made plans to see other people.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry about your loss. It was inevitable. At least she lived a nice, long, fruitful, and prosperous life.
You know what my favorite thing about my grandmother was?
What's that, buddy?
She had the ability to just shut up and get off the phone. Like, she totally understood. Like, whenever you're having a conversation with her, she's like, I know you want to go somewhere. I love you. Bye. And then boom.
I can sense it.
Oh, yeah. Like, even in person. She's like, I could tell you really...
This conversation is over. She had no time for small talk.
Oh, it was... I mean, she did, but then...
Time was precious, man.
She knew. She's like, all right, you can go eat. Just go eat. I know you're hungry. Just go eat. I'm like, all right, cool.
That's great.
And she had and she always made it pleasant. It wasn't like, I'm sorry I'm inconveniencing you. She was just like, I get it. Just go do it. I don't care. Like, when I would call her to make arrangements to see her, she goes, okay, let me make sure. 9 o'clock Saturday, right? Yeah. And okay, I'll see you then. Bye. Love you. And then that was it. I was like, all right.
Again, no time for small talk.
That was one of my favorite things about her.
Well, that's good. You know what? I think that's probably an endearing quality to have.
Yeah.
Life would be better if everybody just got to the point.
Yeah.
Audience of one show, everyone.
That's never going to happen on this show. Especially if I'm on my squirrel mindset.
Squirrel. Yeah, not trying to rein you back in. I had an observation the other day, like I usually do.
Now it's B mindset, 95-degree B mindset.
B mindset?
Yeah, when it hits 95 degrees outside.
Oh, got you. Yes, as in the insect bee.
Dead.
That once honeybees reach a certain temperature, they
yeah,
right. Listen to past episodes. I have noticed it, much like my chagrin, my problems in buying air filters of all the different sizes and whatnot, and not sizes, but qualities.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah. I've also noticed you can't buy a normal size roll of paper towels anymore. Everything is like double roll or triple roll.
You can't go Dollar General. Get the cheap stuff.
See, I haven't tried that. Are they still offering the double rolls or single rolls?
Oh,
there?
yeah, they sell
single ply. I want single ply, single roll, man.
Dollar General reminds me of a store that, like, the first time they were fully stocked 10 years ago, they haven't sold everything, but they keep them on the shelves. Like, they still have CDs there and DVDs, and it's for movies from right when DVDs came out. I was like, how long have these been in here? They might have been shifted around a little bit. Like, now it's in a bin instead of a rack. But
I'll have to check out the Dollar General because it was a frustrating thing. I walk in, it's like 2 quadruple rolls equals 8 regular rolls, 3 triple rolls equals 9 regular rolls. I'm like, if there's no regular size rolls anymore, these numbers mean nothing to me. It's just like,
well, my favorite.
I just want a regular size roll of toilet paper or paper towels, man.
Is the toilet paper. Because now,
same thing is afflicting that as well.
Have you ever?
They're so fat you can't even put them on a roll.
On the roller. Yeah.
On the roller.
That's my favorite. I'm like, well, never buying these again.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And then I get yelled at because I hate when you leave the toilet paper to the left of the toilet instead of on the roll. I'm like, you try to fit that baby.
Yeah, you have to use it a few times.
Yeah, we gotta be
using
it. And then
this is a problem.
Then I become a trash person.
Right, a trash person.
Because you
not
don't
a trash person.
You are lazy. You don't put it on the roll, and I'm like. I'm still in the toilet area, like it's in arm's reach.
Speaking of a trash person, are you the person in the household that mushes the trash down to make more room?
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm kind of that guy too.
Well, also
look at that, tussin. Put water in the tussin, shake it up, more tussin. You just push down the trash, more room in the trash can.
You know, this is how fancy I was. I grew up with a trash compactor.
Oh, you know what? I did as well.
So that's where I developed that habit of like, we could fill up our trash.
Yeah, that's awesome. I had one as well. And my house that I live in currently, the Palace was built in 1984. And there is a spot in the kitchen where the cabinets look slightly different.
Okay.
And come to find out, there used to be a trash compactor there. So I lived in a house that once had a trash compactor and grew up with a trash compactor. Yeah. So I'm very familiar with this. Of course, those things would weigh a ton when you get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those funny things. And then I also lived in a house with a bunch of guys.
Yeah, you did.
That we had a 33-gallon trash can. That was our trash can.
You have wheels on that thing to move it out to the street.
That was the funniest thing because of just how random the smell would be. And it was a gift. It was a gift from our brother. When he found out I was moving in with my buddies, he's like, hey, I got you this. And I was like, it's a trash can. He's like, trust me. It's going to be great. You're going to be taking out the trash if you have anything smaller. Like, you're going to be taken out every 2 hours.
Go put it over your back like a hobo and fall to the ground.
Yeah. It was, and I actually miss those. I actually wish that's the life I live right now. If I had a 33-gallon trash can.
You could live with a bunch of guys in a large trash can pretty easily, I have a feeling.
But
you just said that's the life you wish you
I'm talking
have,
about
man.
Taking the trash out once a week instead of
Again, just go get yourself a larger trash
Yeah.
can. I'm sure they exist. Home Depot, buddy.
They do. I already have a couple outside on wheels.
Dick, I think we've talked about this before. Uber. You don't take Uber very often.
I took an Uber this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you ride with someone else who ordered the Uber, or
I
did you
ordered
order
it.
Okay. Did you happen to notice what your Uber rating was? Your own personal Uber rider rating?
No, I don't pay attention to that.
I noticed mine the other day for the very first time, and I take Uber quite often when I'm traveling, and I noticed my rating is not a perfect 5. In fact, it's a 4.93. And it made me wonder, what did I do at one point where someone
What is it?
decided that I was not the perfect
What's
rider?
your rating?
4.93 or something
yeah,
like that?
4.91.
See, what did you do at one point? So it started making me replay back in my mind all the rides I had. Did I let one fly?
That's really good.
An SBV or something in there, and I rolled the window down quickly? I don't know. Maybe I have a feeling it gets down to tipping. If there was ever a ride where I didn't tip or something like that, they're like, screw this guy. Because most of the time, I'm either pretty friendly with them or I vibe with them. If they're not talking, guess what? I ain't talking.
I don't remember
If they're
taking
talkative,
the
I'll
ride
talk with
home,
them.
so I don't really.
Yeah, I don't think they really enjoy having inebriated.
No, it was me. I'm probably talking about stupid stuff.
Oh, but you said you don't remember it, so.
Well, I mean, like I didn't get a bad score apparently.
Well, you have at some point. And what's interesting is you haven't taken very many rides, and your
No.
score is lower than mine.
I would say I probably have taken 20 rides.
And I've got hundreds probably at this point, so.
I'm doing pretty good. Shut
Yeah.
up. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I played some pinball this weekend. That was a lot of fun.
You sure play me pinball?
Yeah, I played a lot of pinball.
I have seen your pinball skills in action.
Mhm.
I will say, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. Better than I. You know all the little tricks of the trade and getting the ball up on the rack to get some free balls. Always about free balls, you are. Yeah, pretty good at it, man.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Multi-ball.
Yeah, multi-balls.
That's where I live.
You love juggling multiple
That's where I
balls at a
live,
time, man.
That's where I live. But yeah,
That's good.
that was a lot of fun, man. It was. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me tell you the story.
Oh, yeah. Story time with Dick.
Yes.
Story time with Dick.
All right, so we're at this place called Joysticks. Wonderful
yes.
place. Been going, I don't know, for 10 plus years.
Mhm.
Probably more than that.
This is the one in downtown Houston.
This is one downtown Houston.
Yes.
First Friday of every month, 9 p.m., $15. All you can play pinball next door.
Sounds amazing.
Well, anyway, there's a food truck outside. And I knew we were going to be leaving. And I go, hey, I'm going to order just a bunch of random stuff for the house because I know we're all been drinking and we're going to be starving.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up to the food truck, and these two people are just yelling at each other.
The two employees inside the truck
Yes.
or two people in line?
They're having a lover's quarrel.
Oh, no.
And I'm sitting
What? Hold on. What type of food was this food truck? I'm trying to paint the picture here.
To me, it was just kind of like a modern take on modern food.
Oh, one of those fusion.
Yeah, well, like
where you can get like a Korean taco hamburger pizza.
Yes,
Yeah, got it.
And I'm like waiting, and then the lady finally sees me, and she takes my order, and I'm like, "Thank you." And then I'm sitting there, and there's an officer next to me, and I'm sitting next to him, and we're chatting, and then they're going at it, like slamming pans, the fridge, and she's cursing at him, and this poor soul is just kind of like, I've never seen a huge black dude just feel so defeated in front of me.
Okay.
And he was huge. Like, he had to, like, duck when he got out.
Are you referring to the police officer?
No, I'm referring to the man getting yelled at.
Oh, gotcha. The husband had been emasculated by his wife, I guess.
Or whatever it was. He was doing something wrong.
He had some major give up.
And
Got
I
it.
look at the officer, and I was like, is this something we need to do something about?
Yeah.
And
Do we have a
and he's
potential
like-
case here?
He's like, as long as she doesn't put hands on him, we're good. And I was
But
like,
he was
okay.
aware of the situation. Or vice versa for that.
And then
matter.
I awkwardly go, I've been waiting 20 minutes
Yeah,
for
and
my
I'm really
food.
scared to ask right
And
now
I'm
for
kind
my
of
food.
like, I don't want to be that guy, but... And then finally I had to, because they were like ready to leave, so I had to order the Uber, and I'm like, all right. I go up there like, hey, by any chance, hey. And they're like, oh yeah, your food's right there. And I'm like, oh, I'll reach in and get it then.
Ooh,
and
look at you and just smack your hand.
That was while listening to someone fight for about 15 minutes, and it was
Thank
so
you for the
funny.
brisket empanadas, ma'am.
Yeah,
Real nice. She's probably spitting there too.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there. I
I've
was
been really
And
scared
so
of that.
I do remember the car ride home, because I go, hey, just to let you know, this food was made with a lot of hate. So if you're into that kind of juju stuff, don't eat it. And,
Hopefully it doesn't rub off on you, man.
but they were yelling at each other.
Wow.
And guys have all been there.
We've all been there, man, just not in the back of a food truck. Usually off to the side.
Like she was mean washing dishes too. She's like
anger wash. But maybe that's the secret ingredient. How was that empanada? Was it good?
The food was delicious.
Well, there you go. Again, not made with love, made with hate. All right, buddy, let's go ahead and kick off this show because we've got some doozies of some stories.
Yeah.
Again, the internet never fails. That's my show music. Pretending it's playing.
For some reason, every time I play that,
we were so good there for a while about hitting the post.
Slams, and then it's just like,
again,
I don't want to work.
Drop
today.
it. Just drop it in.
I don't want to work anymore.
All right. Well, I'm starting the show without you. Show music. A grieving wife from West Virginia is going viral for a tribute. She had her late husband's actual tattooed skin preserved and framed to keep a piece of him forever.
I thought you were going to go the other route because I
God.
have heard of people taking the ashes and making ink and getting a tattoo.
Oh, that's kind of
I've heard of that.
That's kind of weird too. No, this is actually a piece of the deceased loved one's skin that I guess they have stretched out into like a piece of canvas so they can hang over the wall or on the wall over the fireplace. But this lady's name is Angelica. She's a TikTok user. Revealed in a slideshow that she preserved her husband's skin before cremation, capturing some of his most meaningful tattoos, including a Pittsburgh Steelers helmet and skull design. Sounds like a real classy dude. I don't know.
I'm trying to get a picture of it.
It does not show clear.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the same thing. You can show that to the onesies there. It looks like it's her along with her son. They're holding up a rather large, which makes me think that this could not possibly be a tattoo because that thing looks like it would cover the entire length of somebody's back.
Yeah, it's right there in the middle.
It says, how does 250 pounds, muscles, and tattoos accumulate to a box? Well, it doesn't. But having a piece of him that I can see, feel, and love is what we need more than anything. Well, she has certainly described why she wanted it. I don't know, man. I don't think I could do this. That sounds pretty gross.
You want to hear something crazy?
I don't know. We all grieve in different ways. Yes.
So
crazier than this?
Speaking of grieving, so I'm going to the funeral of my grandmother not too long from now. And
does she have any tats you'd like to preserve?
We have a family plot.
Right. The Schisler funeral home.
And I was thinking the other day, and I was like, I'm going to go visit where I'm potentially going to be buried.
Yes, you are.
And
potentially, if you're allowed in that place.
Well,
just don't jump in the hole first. That's a bad look.
Well, it's just kind of funny to me. I was like,
I like Snow Angels where you're going to be, look at me in the grass.
I'm going to look down, and I'm like, the only time I ever come here is when someone dies in my family. I'm like, there's where I'll go, I guess. And so
yeah, it is an odd
kind of
feeling.
Funny.
You may want to ask your parents though, do I have a plot here? And just see what their response is.
Well, hopefully everyone gets cremated but me. And then I'll be like,
so you can have a huge
So I'll be like, yeah, put me long ways.
Sideways, perpendicular.
Not
perpendicular. Well, the preservation process.
I'm double parking on my plots, dude.
The preservation process, which took about 90 days, was performed by Save My Ink Forever, a company known for helping families preserve the tattooed skin of loved ones. Apparently, there is a large enough market
I found the website
for this. Well, yeah, I'm guessing it's a real company. But, much like having an AI voice of a loved one, in my opinion on that was it doesn't help you get over the grieving process naturally if you can continue to have what you believed to be real conversations forever. Whoa. I kind of feel like this is right along the same lines. Is if you have a piece of somebody forever, and this literally is, I just don't think this helps the grieving process. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm looking at this website. Are you showing this to the viewer? Whoa, there are just countless pieces. And honestly, you can't really tell that they're skin.
Look at this one, dude.
And at this point, it just looks like pieces of art that are oddly shaped.
I'm all over this one.
Excuse me?
In the middle. It's like a kimono woman in a kimono, but she's a skeleton.
So a dead person's tattoo.
That's a tight
preserved
tattoo.
Is doing it for you, huh?
Well, before when they were alive, it was probably really tight. I like it.
It's probably on some man's calf.
It's always on like man's calf. Always that.
Well, it looks like it's a calf shape, in my opinion.
I'm digging it, dude. They're great.
Well, the framed piece includes her husband's real skin and the intricate tattoo work that defined his personality. I don't know. Again, I just don't think this is something I would want, even if I had loved ones that were inked up.
Well, that's because
Sounds
you never have
pretty gross.
fun.
This is true. I am the anti-fun. This does not look fun to me, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of no fun, let's do some stories about animals, huh?
Okay.
Shall we? This is fun.
It.
A zoo in northern Denmark is asking pet owners to donate their unwanted guinea pigs, rabbits, and chickens, and even small horses. Not to put them on display, but to feed them to the zoo's predators.
That's pretty tight.
It's awesome. Now, when I first read this, the headline, it did make it seem like it was pets, because the headline says asking people to donate unwanted pets. And I thought that is pretty brutal to just take little Fluffy over into the hippo area and just let them go to town on it. But apparently this is more like livestock and people who own farmland and have chickens and things like this. If they're, I guess, towards the end of their life, they can take them over to the zoo.
That's awesome.
So apparently, yeah, but here's what I don't like about it, is they respectfully euthanize them first and then feed them to the animals.
No.
I would know. I'm like, no, if I'm doing it, I want the show alive, and I want to watch that little miniature horse. Take it, man.
Yeah, like Jurassic Park kind of style.
Yeah, exactly. But on the flip side, to be honest with you, if you've got a bunch of livestock, they're coming to the end of their life, they're probably just going to die and blow it out in the middle of the field anyways.
You ever seen that before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty tight.
Oh, yeah.
Did I ever tell you the time we ran up on a cow giving birth, mid-birth died? Mm-hmm. And so it looked like straight up out of Alien.
Where something was half hanging out of it?
Like,
feet first?
Yeah, like you see the face. I was like, this
the face,
is
hopefully.
So gnarly.
Yeah. I have seen all of that growing up on a farm.
Isn't that
myself.
great?
Oh, wonderful. Didn't scar me at all. I don't see it when I close my eyes.
I was helping my brother inoculate some cows and stuff on the property, and I was sitting there going like, how do you not? What is this?
Well, it says...
Looks like an art piece.
Should get a tattoo of it. Just much like the tattoo, it says, this way nothing goes to waste, and we ensure natural behavior, nutrition, and well-being for our predators. Pretty wicked, but I think they are missing out on an opportunity here.
To live stream it?
To live stream it and keep those bad boys alive, man. Wouldn't you love to see a gorilla chasing a baby, or not baby, but a
I don't think gorillas eat
guinea pig around?
Eat guinea pigs.
What do gorillas eat, Nick?
Fruit and...
small children. I guess it's more like lions. I'm trying to think of what are the carnivorous type
lions.
Animals. Right, lions.
Seals.
Oh, yeah, seals are pretty brutal, huh?
Dude.
Yeah, they're pretty wicked.
Tight.
You ever seen seals do
Piranhas.
it? You ever seen seals doing it?
Like doing it?
Yeah, like just doing it, dude.
No, dude. Is it pretty crazy?
No, I don't know. I'm asking you.
You ever seen koalas fight?
Wait, is it supposed to be really vicious? Because they're seen as like really passive, docile animals.
You should watch them fight.
And they scream, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, haven't you? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to find one for you. I think we've watched this before. But yeah, look up.
I think we have.
Yeah,
now I think
you gotta
about
look up koalas fighting. That'd be great.
It says, well, for many years, the Aalborg Zoo, we have fed our carnivores with smaller livestock. When keeping carnivores, it is necessary to provide them with meat. Yeah, I would think so. Preferably with fur, bones, etc., which are given to them in a natural diet as often as possible. So this is just trying to mimic their natural diet, which, of course, being in a zoo is completely mimicking natural life out in the wild, having little kids picking their nose right in front of you. Look, mommy.
Kimono dragons probably eat guinea pigs.
You ever seen a kimono dragon?
Yeah.
You ever seen them do it?
Is it kimono? Is it called kimono?
Yes, and I have seen them as well. Basically, don't look like a dragon at all.
Yeah,
I'm just going to throw that out there. No.
If you put little fake wings on them, they'll be like, oh, okay, I can see
that's
it.
like a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
First time I saw one, I was very disappointed. I'm like, well, this doesn't look anything like Game of Thrones. It just looks like a huge lizard. But yeah, I think they do eat meat though. Staying on eating meat and animals. More animal stories. A Texas mom is concerned after she says an octopus at the San Antonio aquarium left bruises on her 6-year-old's arm. According to the mother, her son had been visiting the aquarium for the past 4 years, and he has interacted with the giant Pacific octopus named Thulu.
And there's no pictures?
Many times as well. There is not. Very disappointed. The facility has always allowed guests to touch the octopus. And there's even a picture of this little boy and said octopus from last year.
I'm looking.
Well, this is what the article says, that they have taken a photo of her and this octopus, or the little boy and this octopus previous. But during this last visit in question, Taryn, the mother, said her son noticed the octopus had grown quite large since they saw it last, and its behavior had changed. While the octopus usually puts its tentacles on her son and then releases him, that's not what happened on July 14th. And she said the little boy had to say, Mom, it's not letting me go. How freaky is that? Apparently, this octopus was larger than the boy now, and they're still allowing patrons to go into this area. To me, it seems like it's one of those areas. You ever been to like the areas of the zoo where you can reach out and touch the top of the stingray or whatever? I'm guessing it's one of those, but an octopus that large,
Pretty tight.
That's starting to push
I would have done it.
You would have done the octopus?
Yeah, I would have touched it.
You would have touched it? What would you have done if this thing just wraps around your arm? Are you freaking out?
I'd be like,
you're like, oh yeah, I'm making love to this thing.
I could get a camera and I lift it out of the water. I'd be like,
quick, get a selfie before it eats my face.
Or implants in me.
It says she tried to help her son step away from the tank. The octopus, I like that, octopus, still wouldn't relent and started coming out of the tank. I'm like, well, yeah, it's attached to the kid's arm. We started freaking out because it is now bigger than my 6-year-old son. I'm not sure what I would do in that moment, but some vigilante justice was probably in store for that octopus if that were my kid. I'm like, son, that ain't happening. Freaky, dude. Freaky. Have you heard these stories that octopus or octopi are supposed to be extremely intelligent?
Yeah.
Like the smartest animals on Earth?
Could be.
Well, this one was obviously hungry.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, no pictures, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's crap.
Yeah, I guess. She said her son is okay, but the ordeal left her son's heart racing. I don't know, man. I think I would own the wing of that zoo if that were me. The petting zoo would be named after my youngest child if that were the case.
Yeah.
Dick, are you familiar with who Matt Rife is?
Oh, the comedian.
The stand-up comedian.
I know that one.
He's kind of divisive because he's very what people.
Whoa.
We going back to octopi?
Oh yeah, I found
it.
Yes. Yeah, I found it.
Are you sure you found it, or you found just a picture? Okay, show the onesies if this is actually footage from said aquarium incident. Oh yeah. It looks like, as you can see there, if you're just listening.
Look at
the little boy's arm looks like he's got covered with henna tattoos from all of the suction cups.
Look at that
on his arm. That thing is massive. Yeah, that thing's too big to be in the touch pond, if you want to call it that.
Never forget
What do you think about Mom there? Just asking.
I think he has an octopus by the kid. That's great.
Yeah. Well, Matt Rife, going back, the stand-up comedian, is a bit divisive because he's what we would call traditionally handsome, Dick. And if you know anything about stand-up comedy, typically handsome does not work. You need to be a little quirky looking. You need to be a little odd. That's funny. Good looking is funny, or good looking isn't funny. Well, he's a 29-year-old guy, ripped. He's got abs, I'm sure. I've listened to some of his stuff. He's really popular. He's okay.
He's not my type.
Yeah, he's my type, but he's not my type.
Okay.
Not yet. He just announced on Instagram that he and YouTuber Elton Castee, have no clue who that is and don't care, have purchased the former home of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Dick, do those two names sound familiar to you?
No.
They were the paranormal investigators depicted in the Conjuring films.
Okay. Again with this doll.
Here we go. But Rife is also said now to be the legal guardian, at least for the next 5 years, of the Warrens' entire haunted collection, which also includes the Annabelle doll, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago. And the guy who was its previous caretaker ended up mysteriously dying while on tour with this doll. This Matt Rife comedian said, I see your death and I raise you one. I want the doll. Now, do you think he is tempting fate or using it as some fodder for comedy?
I think it's one of those things, if you're into it and you got the money, go for it, dog.
Obviously, not scared. I don't know, man, but somebody had to have owned it, and I imagine there's a pretty good value on said Annabelle doll. So I guess it makes sense that it would have to be somebody with some money. Maybe it's the YouTuber that has all the cash. I don't know. But yeah, man. So I'm going to follow this story quite closely to see if old Matt Rife turns up with some sort of crazy illness or goes the way of a honeybee after 95-degree temperatures.
That's funny.
Last story here before the break. On May 24th, or it just says in May of 2024, 32-year-old Robert English was electrocuted.
Oh, that's sad.
And then struck by the train that was sent to search for him. Good God. It started at a train station in North London where police responders reported to a fight. English, reportedly seeming unwell or in distress, ran down into the tracks, I guess to get away from the officers. I'm assuming he may or may not have been fully sober. He didn't spend the weekend with you, Dick. And ran down into the tracks. Well, unfortunately, those tracks are usually electric, right? And so if you touch them while you're not grounded, guess what happens? You can get electrocuted. I don't know if the initial electrocution killed him or not, but on their search to go find him, the train that was there to go find the guy, they found him all right in a very peculiar way as they nailed him with the train.
That's insane.
That's definitely insult to injury, I'm thinking, right? To get electrocuted, if you're still hanging in there and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you're like, oh, thank God! Down here, guys! Down here! Slow the F down!
Boom.
Boom. And there it is. There it is. Or there it was. I don't know, man.
Found him.
Yep. All right, man, it's a pretty good time to take a break. When we come back, I have an update on our favorite mermaid statue in Denmark.
Oh, wonderful.
Right here on the Audience of One show, guys. Stick around.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gull Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
And we back on Audience of One here on Lone Star Community Radio every Friday at 10 a.m. New show is released. Make sure to subscribe on podcasts wherever you listen to them. And, of course, the Lone Star Community Radio's YouTube channel. You can watch us or download the app. And we're here for the second part of the show. And in front of the studio, I'm having this weird theory that someone has one of those ray guns that makes small objects larger.
Oh, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but in reverse?
And we're collecting kids' toys.
Right.
But they're really large. So now we have like a 1920s fire truck.
Right, which has been there now for a couple of weeks.
And now today or this week.
I don't know, first time I saw it.
A Bigfoot.
A big Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Not just like a little statue in the corner. This thing appears to be about 8 to 9 feet tall, just randomly next to the fire truck.
And it's all inside.
Yeah, I don't get it. I kind of like it, though.
Well, I wonder what's next.
A Hot Wheel.
You think, no, that's kind of a Hot Wheel. The truck's kind of a Hot Wheel.
Oh, yeah, you're kind of right. Duh.
What,
a big Lego piece?
An Annabelle doll. A big one.
A big one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like some of those finger cuffs that you used to get at the school carnival.
That'd be weird.
You could, okay.
Put your whole body in it.
Yeah, just crawl in it on one side. Get stuck.
This is worse than the octopus. But welcome back to Audience of One show. It's just like there's like an art project going on out there, and it's random, and there's no one knows what's going on.
Maybe giant yard darts. Did you ever get to play yard darts as a kid?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Eventually they had to outlaw those, on account of the death and all.
Yeah, lose an eye.
Yeah. Get impaled.
That's funny.
Yep. I heard someone the other day say that they liked the movie Happy Gilmore 2, which you and I talked about last week, but they'll probably never watch it again. Like, yeah, I liked it. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't think I'll see it again. And I thought to myself, is that a way to judge a movie? Whether or not you'll watch it again? Because I can like a movie perfectly fine and have no desire to watch it again. So I've never heard anybody say that, like, oh, I like it, but man, I ain't gonna watch that again. That's weird. Is that
Not
something that you
really.
would? Yeah, to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, there's certain movies that are really
I
heavy.
just thought it was a strange thing to say.
You know, it's kind of like, would you watch Schindler's List again?
Over and over on a loop.
Yeah. So, and that's a great movie, but I'm like, all right.
My point exactly.
And Happy Gilmore too. I mean, I think it's whatever. I saw. I did see a funny movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was Final Destination's Bloodlines.
Okay.
You
Is
ever
this
seen-
going somewhere?
You ever seen those movies?
No, I know we've talked about them. This is the newest one.
The newest one.
Okay.
And
Is it any good?
Oh, dude.
Because like I said, I think I saw the first one back in 2002 or something or whatever. It was pretty wicked, but I didn't follow the whole.
This one's got some great scenes in it.
I think that tattoo company that preserves dead folks' tattoos need to hire Anthony Hopkins as their spokesperson. Know where I'm going with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where their skin is a mask. He rubbed the lotion on his skin.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
that's not Anthony Hopkins' character.
No, I know that's not, but he's in that movie.
Yeah,
the other guy,
Campbell.
yes, I'm aware.
Okay, that's making
I,
sense.
you know what? I've seen that movie more than once, and I
Yeah.
liked it.
Which one?
Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Sorry, couldn't think of it there. Actually, I did. I saw a post the other day on how to post a first day of school picture safely
Yeah, I saw it too.
online. Yeah, you saw this, and basically, I think it was AI. But it was a picture, a split screen of the same man side by side, an
officer,
adult.
an
Yes,
officer.
it appeared to be a man of the law, a police officer, and he's holding a sign, and one is the correct way to do it, and the other side is the incorrect way to do it. And the incorrect way had the child's first, middle, last name, it had the grade they were going in, the teacher's name, their address, shoe size, basically way too much information, such that if you were a predator, you would know exactly where to go to find this child. And while at one point I want to think this is a good idea, showing people how to post first day of school picture, I got an idea. How about you not just post anything at all? Like, what?
Again, with your attitude, what's wrong
Why
with
do you feel the need to do that?
'Cause
Look
you're
at me,
so-
first day of school.
you're
No one gives a crap, man. If it's so important to you, take the picture, show it to grandma, show it amongst your family, text it to your friends. If you're worried that something is going to go out online that might cause danger to your kid, how about not do it? Crazy idea. Call me nuts.
such an angry man? I like it.
I don't know, man. Look, that's the AOO
Yeah.
safety moment, safety tip of the week. Just don't post your pictures of your kids online. There, I said it.
Or do
I
it,
said it.
but don't give out your entire
Yeah, exactly.
readout of who you are. I'm a Capricorn.
You're right.
See, I
Anyways.
would probably have a different approach on the first day of school.
Mm-hmm. No pants, first of all.
I would take a picture of myself with a beer and be like, first day of school. Here we go.
Freshman year.
Yeah.
That would be great. But it's funny, this phenomenon obviously is something that's only come about in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Because
No,
parents
there's
did
nothing
not
wrong
used to
with
do
it.
that. And obviously it's social media driven, because back before you could put pictures out on the internet instantly, no one cared, man. No one took a picture of me in my
See,
first day of first grade
see, if I
and
had
last day.
If I had a kid, I would long con it and never change the grade.
That's actually really funny.
It's pretty funny because I would hope by like the third,
You got like a 5
fourth
o'clock
year,
shadow. Look at Billy, still going into third grade.
No, there's gonna be that moment where they're like, wait, didn't I see a picture of her going into first grade last year or like 2 years
Just
ago?
to see if anybody catches it.
And it's like, it's going into first grade. I don't know what to talk about. Apple didn't fall far from the tree. I think that'd be great. That'd be a great joke.
See
And
how
then,
many of your friends catch it. Hey, they'll just DM you though, because they don't want to put it in the actual comments. Hey man, did something happen to Sally?
Or
What do you mean, man? I don't know. Just same grade. I don't know what you mean.
Or get like the neighbor's kids, and then like take pictures of different kids going into this. Like, how many kids does this guy have? That would be good too. Probably get in trouble for that one, but
Fourth or fifth one.
yeah,
Jesus, man,
that'd be so funny.
that one looks nothing like him.
Yeah, it's like I'm I'm a loving father of 9 baby mamas.
And they're always in front of the front door. Have you noticed that? They're always like right there. Like
Yeah,
about to
they're-
leave the house to go catch the
Again,
bus.
you got a bad attitude. What happened to you? When did life defeat?
Show on this diagram where the bad man touched you.
Yeah,
Andrew.
when did when did life beat you to a pulp where you just
I'm
wore
annoyed
it
by
down?
virtually everything online, I think is what it is.
Well, I wouldn't pay attention to it.
Speaking of what's online, I'm beginning to think that Ring doorbell cams are capturing less crime and more just viral videos, which, you know what? Maybe I am a fan of this.
Yeah, something
Seems
wrong
like
with
how many of these videos you see now that's captured where you see somebody, I don't know, slipping down the stairs, or my favorite, look at that, it's an alien, look at that, and you see some little creature walking along the side of a F-150 in the middle of the night and just kind of appears, walks over, takes a leak, and then walks off. I love those.
I've been on camera before.
On Ring, leaving at about 3:30 a.m. from a young lady's house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you and Bill Belichick.
And I turn around like, what's your number? I didn't get it.
I do like the fact when you have somebody who's doing something nefarious and they catch the Ring doorbell cam right in the middle and suddenly just kind of look defeated like, oh, man. Then they're like, well, now I have to destroy this. And they like that's not going to erase the last 30 seconds of hoodlum that they were doing, but whatever. I don't know. It's just I think it was the intent was to capture crime. I don't know how much crime we're actually stopping.
I saw a commercial for Ring, and it was the most bizarre thing. It was like some famous actresses, and they were trying to remember what restaurant they ordered from on DoorDash or something from like 2 weeks ago. And her problem-solving skills was, let me go to the Ring app, look up delivery guy, and see what the bag says.
Not your order history on the app.
Yeah. I was sitting there and I was like, what are the chances of the delivery having the name of the restaurant on the bag?
That's true too. I had not seen that one.
Yeah, I was like, that's such a weird. Oh, why are we promoting that? Like, it's so weird. But yeah, there you go, Ring.
Dick, I think I know the answer to this question, but have you ever made an avatar of yourself, like an actual one to look like you, not like look at me looking like a stallion? Or something like, you know what I mean? An actual resemblance of yourself, just a digitized version. A digital Dick.
Yeah, I guess. Like when I got a Nintendo Wii, you made a me,
and
I did that. And what I loved about that, his mouth was an O.
What was that for?
I don't know. I just loved it because I was like, anyone could take that any way. It's like,
I know how I took it.
Yeah.
Very surprised. That's what I meant.
And that's what I would do every time they see me on the screen. I'm like, oh.
Well, I realized that I made one of these for myself about 15 years ago for my Yahoo Mail account.
Oh, interesting.
And so when you log into Yahoo Mail, it'll be really small at the top corner. And it's so small you don't even really recognize it. But the other day I went, let me click on this thing and see what it looks like. It's been so long ago.
Yeah.
I forgot. And I do find it remarkable how much it actually kind of looks like me. Because you can select different hairstyles, or at least myself 15 years ago. It was quite striking then. A lot less pissed off at the world. But it's shocking how much it actually looked like me. A little beard or goatee. I think I had like a bowling bag next to me or something like that. It's kind of crazy. It does make me wonder, though, how many pounds and years most people shave off when they make an avatar of themselves, though, right?
It depends if it's like a cartoon style.
Yeah, I mean, aren't they all?
No,
cartoon style? I
the
guess
word
nowadays.
avatar is different. Like to me, when I think of an avatar, I think of you're online and you create a character who that you represent, and most people don't really put them as themselves. It's usually like
a version of themselves. Right, exactly. I just wonder what the average LB shave off is for avatars, man.
Making you look good.
I mean, if you're going to do it, might as well look good. You know what? People tell people that we're recording.
They
stop
know me.
Waving through the window like you're some kind of zoo animal. You know what? Throw your poo at them. Throw your poo at them right now.
What's wrong with people liking me? Okay.
It's not during the audience of one show. They can like you before or after, not just during.
And again, your attitude. All right, let's start the second part.
Okay,
of the show.
Geez, he wants to get started. Everybody, we talked about the T app last week and how it surged to the top.
Get in trouble
of
now.
the Apple Store listings. Well, they apparently suffered a major security breach, and it probably happened right as our show was airing last week, but we recorded so early.
Well, when I found out I was on it, I was like, all right, you guys think this is funny, huh?
Well, the company confirmed Friday, I guess this would have been last Friday, that it identified authorized access to one of our systems that exposed thousands of images of users. And we now know, or they know, that some DMs were actually accessed during the breach as well. So what this is, if you remember, last week I said, I'm not on this app, you're not on this app, because you have to be a woman. And they go through a series of validation or verification processes or steps to verify that you are a woman, of which one of them is sending in a picture of yourself. And so thousands, if not more, it says 72,000 images and 13,000 images of selfies and photo identifications that people had submitted during their account verification had become public.
Okay.
You know where this is going. You know what this is. This is some dude
Got really mad.
who found out he was on this app and said, oh yeah, two can play. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if he used all said images to start his own P app?
P, is that what you're going to call it?
That's what I would call it.
Okay.
You know what P stands for, don't you, Dick?
Well,
Penis.
well.
It's for the guys.
That's not very
This
clever.
would be for the males.
Okay.
Except it'd be PEA. No, I don't know, man. It's pretty interesting. And I think, yeah, they're probably in some big trouble. But they did say, oh, don't worry, people. Don't worry. It was from a legacy system. Legacy data system. So just all old stuff from 2 years ago. Like,
No
2
one really
years.
cares.
Yeah, 2 years doesn't sound like that's long enough to be considered legacy.
Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, I don't think you're changing all that much unless you've transitioned over the last 2 years. Maybe you've moved apartments, perhaps, but I bet you still look very similar. So,
I still look hot.
oh God, do you?
Hot, hot.
You don't even need an avatar. You
I-
are
I-
your
I-
own
I am
avatar.
my own avatar. No, it's funny you mentioned like my avatar was actually a male.
Okay,
Remember,
good.
and
Hey,
I'm like, hey, I'm Dick.
congratulations.
Hey, I'm Dick. Nothing wrong with that, right?
It was a. Oh, gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
With my face in the middle of it.
Did you have one eye or two?
I had 3. I had the all-seeing eye, dog. That's a good one.
Touche.
I gotta. I hope we get to one of those stories. So.
Okay, well, I'll hurry up then. A Florida man maybe could have been on this said T app, who was allegedly judging secret marriages to 3 unsuspecting women he met on dating apps, managed to escape jail time after his deception was unearthed. This dude only received 2 years probation on Thursday after he pled no contest to felony bigamy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, not just regular, misdemeanor felony or misdemeanor bigamy. This was felony bigamy, dude. But this guy was bouncing around multiple wives. There is a picture of said Henry. What did I say his name?
Yeah, but like
Henry Bentley.
What did he?
Betsy?
What did he
Betsy?
do besides the or is it bigamy?
Pigamy.
Is it bigamy?
Polygamy.
Polygamy.
What else did he do?
Yeah, I feel like does he like swindle them out of their money, like, or it's bigamy. That's what it is. Felony bigamy.
Bigamy. Then what's the difference with polygamy and bigamy?
I think polygamy is when you actually know you're marrying multiple partners.
I'm so confused.
Like you have 9 wives.
Well, this guy had 3. He married his first wife in November of 2020 after they met on Tinder. Okay, then 2 years later, he married Brandy, whom he met on the dating app Stir in 2022. And then just months later, a third woman, Michelle, met him on a dating website known as Match.com. Much more
I need to
traditional.
get on that.
Much more traditional. But yeah, his first one he met on Tinder. You know what? If you meet a guy on Tinder, you can't be all that surprised that he's got a couple extra wives. Just going to throw that out.
Well, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what he do wrong besides marrying.
He married 3 people. I don't think that's
know.
allowed. It's called polygamy, bigamy.
No, I get that, but it's like, was it a con game he was doing, or was he just kind of like, hey, I want to have 3 separate wives?
I think that's what it was, Dick. He just wanted to be married for all of the benefits of being married 3 times, and thought that each one of them would not find out. I just like the fact that this guy met them all on these dating apps within months of each other. This guy knows how to do it, man. This guy knows how to do it.
Okay, so the difference between bigamy and polygamy is
Yes.
bigamy is specifically referring to a married person marrying a second person.
Polygamy means...
Polygamy is a broader term having multiple spouses at the same time.
That's the same thing.
And can encompass various forms like one man, multiple wives, or one woman with multiple husbands. And it just sounds like It's the same.
It's like I'm so confused.
I was ready for
it
like,
sounds like
aha
polygamy
moment.
to me. It sounds like polygamy is more of the wives or spouses, whatever, are in agreement with it. They're like, yeah, we know
Yeah, I
he's got
guess.
4 wives,
Yeah.
and polygamy or whatever you call it, bulimia is just the wives have no idea.
Yeah, I guess.
But they were all 3 of them in court together. Can you imagine the scene there?
Yeah.
Well,
I can. Well, that's kind of strange, but sure.
all right, what's the story you wanted to get to? I'm very curious.
Let's keep going.
Okay. A slowdown in the job market flooded with talent. Younger workers are turning to an unlikely source to help them with the competition. Their parents.
Oh, nice.
1 in 4 Gen Z, again, we know that you know, no clue what age group that is,
Nope.
have brought a parent to a job interview over the past year. 1 in 4 are bringing their parents to a job interview, according to a new survey
That
of
is
nearly
awesome, dude.
1,500 Gen Zers. It's like a job agent, man.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm down.
So can you imagine? And I have been in a position where I have hired folks. I imagine you have as well, at least interviewing them for something.
Yeah.
And they show up
Dude, you
with their
Dude,
parents.
I 100%. 100% would do this.
You mean with your child, or have your parents show up with you now?
I'd go.
And I think the older you are, the funnier it gets.
No, I go to my mom and be like, hey, mom, get in this wheelchair, put this blanket over your legs. I'm taking you to a job interview, and all I need you to do is just look pitiful. And then I could tell the guy, like, yeah, I'm trying to get a job to support my mom. She can't work. And
Well,
I'm
that's okay. That's a little different, though.
No,
I think these
I'm
guys
bringing
are,
her into
are
the
using
interview.
their parents to help them negotiate position and salary because little
Yeah.
Gen Zers don't apparently know how to do it on their own.
And then no, so and the strategy would be like, mom, here we go. I have to leave you in the room with me because we can't leave you unattended, right? And because she's sick and dying and all that kind of
You're
stuff.
still going with this, okay?
And I was like, when I negotiate the price,
Right.
and you think I could get more,
Or
I need
salary,
you to
yeah.
like moan and be like,
Cough a little.
yeah, and be like, oh, and then say something about like you think your cancer's coming back or
My
something.
gout flared up at that number, but 10K more, the gout goes away.
Yeah, I think it would work. I think it's a strong.
Well, this
move.
says overall about 70% of the respondents sought their parents' assistance during a job search. Now, I think that's perfectly fine. I know when I was younger, I would ask my parents about job stuff all the time. That's not a big deal. I never once thought to ask them to come along
No, my parents
to the actual interview.
My parents got me. I want to say my first job or second job.
Uh-huh.
They got it for me.
No way. Imagine that.
I know.
What job would that be?
At
Running a
Sonic.
radio station?
No, at Sonic.
Hold on.
So my
Hold on.
So-
you felt the need that you had to have your parents' assistance to get
no,
a job at
I
Sonic.
didn't, no, they basically.
You know, most people get a job at Sonic on their own, Dick.
No, so basically, my mom felt I needed to get a job, and I was 15, I think, at the time.
Oh, and you weren't old
turning
enough.
16, and they would visit the Sonic every morning because instead of doing coffee, they would do. So that was my parents' thing.
Mhm.
And yeah, next thing I know, she comes home. She's like, "I got you a job, Richard." And I'm like, "Oh, well." He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna start next week, and I'll drive you to it. It's at Sonic." And I'm like, "What?" And then I worked
The
at
rest
Sonic.
is history,
I worked at Sonic.
and all the watermelon slushies you could stand were yours
Oh, yeah,
months to come
That was a great time.
until they canned you. I do think this is just a natural
they didn't
step.
can me.
No, they gave you a.
No, school started,
Oh, right.
and
luckily for them.
I didn't have a car, so I was like, "Hey,
So you rollerbladed there.
I could walk here, but it's gonna take me about an hour after I get out of school."
Well, I think this is just a natural step because the next step is bringing in
But hey,
your virtual assistants. And as they ask questions, all you hear is, and then the voice will say,
Yeah.
I asked for 42K. Looks like all we're going to be able to give you is 32.5.
I've never had a job interview.
I request 42.5, like I said.
I never had a job interview.
That is shocking.
Isn't that
yet,
wild?
Yet so,
People have offered me jobs,
uh-huh.
but never
What kind
like
of jobs they offering you, buddy?
IT firm.
Right.
I got that right when I got
An
out of college.
internship at Sidley Austin,
Right, and
the law
then-
firm in New York.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then in Abilene, I knew the owner of the car wash, and we were hanging out at like a
Just
barbecue, and
Comes to you, huh?
and he's just like, "Hey, you looking for a job?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got nothing else going on." And he's like, "All right." There you go. You start Monday.
Interesting life you lead. Like I said,
Yeah.
you're a savant of some sort. I don't know. Renaissance man. I don't know. You're something.
I'm just not thinking about that. Yeah. Kroger was the same thing. They go, hey, we're open. This person was talking to me. I was helping my mom do the loading the groceries, and the guy's like, "Hey, you want a job?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're sacking right now. We have a sacker option or open. There's a new Kroger." I'm like,
that happens to me when it gets too warm outside.
Okay, I'll do it. Sure, I'll work at Kroger.
Well, I'm glad that fortune just comes your way so easily.
It's kind of strange.
I don't know what I would do if I was in a hiring position and someone came in with their parents. I would try and turn the tables on it somehow to make it as awkward as possible.
In that HGTV show, I told you that.
Yes, you did work for HGTV, and they just came to you and said, "Work for us, bro."
They did. They're like, "Hey, do you want to take a full-time job?" And I was like, "Well, I was just here doing this with my buddy. He wanted to do this, so I was just tagging along." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're never gonna be home though." I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that." That was a fun. That was so funny, man. My buddy was really upset because he really wanted to. He was like, "Why didn't they offer me a job? That's what I want to do." I'm like, "I don't know. You mean
Schistler magic?
Do you want me to put in a good word for you?"
Such an ass. I'll let him know that you're a good sacker.
But no, actually, I got him a job at the Kroger with me.
There you go.
Because I called him. I was like, "Hey, they want me to come in and start orientation. You want to come in too?" And he's like, "Okay."
And you didn't need your parents' help on that one, did you?
No. And then they go, "Hey," what I did love is they go, one person here can be a cashier, one person be a sacker. I'm like, tag team, baby. And then he was the one that really needed. I was like, "You take the cashier. You're the one that really you actually have to work." I mean, I'm just here to fart around.
Well, I'm not hiring anybody who brings their parents in. That's all I'm saying. All right, a large statue, which we have talked about before, of a mermaid in Denmark is set to be removed. And Dick, I would not show this picture because there are some breasts in this picture.
I remember this.
Yes. Now, if you scroll down to the second picture, it's just some rear and not some boobs you can probably show. But this mermaid statue is set to be removed from public view after critics described it as ugly and pornographic. And yes, we had a story about this.
That's argued
a few years
ago. I'm looking at it right now. That's very argued.
She's a nice looking mermaid.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, finally, somebody said enough is enough. She's 13 feet tall.
Isn't that funny?
And she is right next to a famous statue of the Little Mermaid, which we said at the time is kind of interesting if you think about it, because the Little Mermaid there to attract the kids, whereas the Big Mermaid that's more for dad.
Because I was thinking about that the other day, where it's like,
I bet you were,
because like the statue of David,
right,
is a pretty well-known statue, and I was like, I wonder if some kind of grotesque way they just made it absolutely big.
What are you referring to specifically?
Like he's naked.
Are you referring to the size of his genitals?
Yeah, his male. I was like, what happens if they just made it like just?
I think he looks relatively normal myself.
Well, no, I meant more of because if you look at this mermaid, clearly the guy was going for something here.
Yes,
and
they're of size.
So, but it's still like we regard the statue. The reason we like David because he's normal. Or whatever you want, small. He's small.
It's cold.
It's cold.
He's not wearing any clothes, for crying out loud.
But then,
or he just got out of the pool.
Do you think if they made it just giant, they'd be like, "Hey, this is pornographic today"? Because everything's getting canceled.
You do have a good point. Well, the ones I see most of the time, he has an appropriately placed fig leaf, and you don't see the genitals at all.
No, I think so.
No, I'm saying I've seen both ways, and then other ways, you can see the full Monty. And of course, in the Goonies, it's sticking straight up because they glued it on upside down. Yes, there's different versions. There are more tasteful versions.
I thought there was just one
well,
statue.
You're only talking about the main one. I'm talking about the replicas, like in this, like in the Goonies movie.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
But I always. But
no, that's a pretty good idea. So, or a good thought. A good thought experiment. If they had made the statue of David look like he belonged in adult movies, would it be considered inappropriate as compared to it now, where it's very modest? It makes all of us men feel pretty good about ourselves, is what you're saying. I think you have a point. I think you might be onto something.
I do. I know I have a point. That's what I'm speaking. And but then again, I can see back then who did that? Did Michelangelo do that? Who did that?
Well, one of the critics say, do the naked female breasts have to have specific academic shape and size to be allowed in public? Apparently not. Or apparently so.
Yeah, Michelangelo did it. Now, I think what it was, if I had to guess, is it's near impossible to have that heavy of marble supported by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he chose.
Okay, yes, you're right, because
I had to guess.
he was limited to the materials that he was working with at the time.
Yeah.
Now you can use all kinds of rebarb and all kinds of stuff. Make that bad boy as big as you want.
T-Rex is big.
I mean, look at the statue in Chicago that was done a few years ago of Martin Luther King, I believe it was, that from certain angles.
Oh yeah,
look nothing but a genital.
That's really funny. That's a good statue.
Well, this woman says the mermaid has completely normal proportions in relation to her size, so of course the breasts are as big as a human woman. Well,
post surgery.
I think we need to
Post-surgery,
have
dude.
a AOO pilgrimage to Denmark one last time before this statue.
I already know. I'd be like, good genetics.
Now, are they going to destroy the statue, kind of like the Saddam Hussein, where they pulled it down and made a big spectacle of it, or were they like quietly in the middle of the night, someone just takes it, and it's going to end up in like some rich.
It's going to be on an auction site.
It's going to be in Epstein's house, like
auction
something.
Site.
Yeah, and I bet it's going to go for a pretty penny.
Because I was also thinking that about when those riots were happening, or all those things are happening in the country a couple years ago, and they're taking down statues. I was like, I wonder how much that statue would go for. It's all spray painted and stuff like that. Because I could see some art collector doing that.
Somebody went Banksy on it, or what?
Well, yeah, they're like hate and all that. I'm like, cool, but I wonder how much that would go for, because that's like art now.
That it is.
Before it was art too.
It enhanced the value.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think you want to talk about this.
Because you can own the Berlin Wall, can't you?
A piece of it.
Yeah, same thing, right?
Sure.
That'd be really weird if you had like.
Only if the piece I owned was in the shape of a large-breasted mermaid. Then I might be interested.
Yeah, Andrew's really into a certain type of art.
He just loves freedom, man.
Yeah.
He just loves freedom.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to hear the story of the Denver pastor and his wife that sold cryptocurrency?
No.
Well, I'm out of stories unless you want to see or talk about the flesh-eating amoeba.
Yeah, so that's the one I saw.
Really? Okay.
And the reason I wanted to bring this up, because I went to Galveston and I was in the water all day.
As I was just over the 4th of July.
And I was speaking to a couple people afterwards, like, hey, did you have fun? I'm like, yeah. He's like, did you get in the water? And I'm like, yeah, I did.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I'm sitting there going like, why is everyone afraid? Like at least 3 times people were like, I can't believe you get in the water.
Pantalones.
I can't believe you get in the water.
I went full Statue of David.
Yeah.
They freaked out. They couldn't believe you were getting in the water.
Yeah, because it's the bacteria. They're like, what about the bacteria?
And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I'm like, we did catch a shark that was like 2 feet long. That was tight.
So you had heard about, or they had heard about this story.
It was probably 3
You
feet.
were not aware of it, and they told you about this?
Well,
Is this
everyone
what
just
happened?
assumes now if you get in the water in the Gulf.
Well,
like
on
you're gonna
Thursday,
die.
July 31st, which was just last week, the Louisiana Department of Health confirmed that 17 cases of the flesh-eating bacteria, which all resulted in hospitalizations. I read that story, or that sentence terribly.
Yeah.
But they were all in the Gulf of America, so to speak, and caught the brain-eating amoeba.
I've heard it both ways.
Vibrio. Additionally, the Florida Department of Health confirmed 13 cases and 4 deaths. I will say, if you've caught Vibrio and survived it, pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Or you can just be like, maybe they couldn't find nothing to eat, man.
I fought off death.
I fought off the brain-eating amoeba. It is kind of scary because both of us have been in this same body of water. Is that what the problem is?
Yeah.
I've been wondering. But yeah, lots of cases of confirmed brain-eating bacterias all caught right here in the Gulf of Mexico, America, man. Really, really freaky. Last story here. A Denver pastor and his wife have been accused of running a cryptocurrency scam and using the proceeds to pay for a home renovation and vacations.
Yeah, way to go.
This is interesting. So Eli and his wife, Caitlin, were indicted on 40 counts of theft, securities fraud, and the term we don't know what means, racketeering.
Yeah.
But we pretend every time. Oh, jeez. The theft is bad. Securities fraud, that's terrible. But it's that damned racketeering. I won't stand for it.
I think I understand
But
it.
this guy basically started his own cryptocurrency.
Yeah, you can do that.
Which, well, of course, I guess there's nothing stopping you. Of course, he has his own congregation or flock that he convinced to start buying this cryptocurrency, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, until he was found out that, I guess the problem is here, he was using the funds to buy lavish goods. If he was just putting it back into the church, they probably wouldn't have said anything. But this is what I think is really interesting. The couple maintains that their coin, which is called Index Coin, INDX, is not a security, which is tradable or sellable as a financial asset. Therefore, it did not require licensing or registration. So there's the key. When you start one of these cryptocurrencies, you've got to license it and jump through hoops and make sure that it's legal. But he's like, this is just my own. It's for my own congregation. I like this, though. But the problem is it didn't work. And they are in big time trouble. But it says that God told him to do this, came to him in the night and said, you need to make crypto a Jesus coin. Just the way God would have wanted it. You think I'm lying? It says, Eli said the Lord brought him the idea for Index Coin in October of 2021. He went on to tell his followers, God told him and his wife to start the cryptocurrency.
It's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild. It is pretty wild. All right, man, it's a good time for the quick hit here at the end of the show. Dick, I have some audio for you to play. It's the very, very last link in the run sheet.
The whole thing?
I mean, I guess so. I didn't vet it.
All right,
great.
Here we go.
Do you like...
Oh.
Can you stop playing it now?
I'm already
Can you please stop playing the audio?
That was cool.
Well, that ruined that. Do you know, Dick, who Franklin Wendell Welker is?
Imagine it's the guy that just made all those
He's an
scary
American
noises.
actor who specializes in voice acting. And he began his career in the 1960s and held around 850 film, television, and video game credits as of 2020, making him one of the most prolific voices in acting history, while his films have earned a total worldwide gross box office of blah, 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 17 billion. All right. That's all interesting. But what I think is really interesting is he is actually the voices of the lions in Lion King. And that is the
Pretty
audio
cool.
that I had you play. Could you now please play the audio once again?
It won't work.
Oh, Jesus H.
Pretty good.
That is a man. Jesus. Sounds like you after you've had too many
Yeah, that was great.
Great, man. That's really good.
Great.
Spicy enchiladas. That was him doing the voice of the lions in Lion King, breathing into a trash can.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they have just used a real lion? I don't know. Maybe throw a couple of pets in the zoo, record the sounds there. But no, they have to get this guy to do it. And I have to admit, pretty impressive. He is also best known for voicing Fred Jones. That would be Fred in the movie Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Actually says the Scooby-Doo franchise. Oh, since its inception in 1969. So he was doing all of the cartoons.
And
not just the
Megatron.
movies. Sorry. And Megatron.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So this guy, still alive, kicking it at 79 years of age, man. Pretty cool. Franklin Wendell Welker. You are, sir, our audience of one onesie of the week. Keep it up. Keep it up, man.
My favorite thing about him is he dated his co-star from Tom and Jerry.
I mean,
That's pretty wild, right?
I guess so. I do think being a voice actor would be a pretty cool gig, man. I thought it's one of those jobs I think I would be good at and I'd have fun doing it. I don't know that I'd be good at it. Let's put it that way.
That's cool. He's done a bunch of stuff.
He's done a ton.
I like this.
Well, he
guy
has
a lot.
850 film and television credits to his name, as I just said.
Way to go, dude.
Yes, way to go. All right, onesies. That's all we've got time for this week. Dick, I know you're going to be playing around listening to more of Frank Welker for the next hour.
It's
trying
getting
to
me going,
mimic
dude.
him. See?
No,
I'm
going to contact him. Like, all right, there are these bees, okay, and I need them to be at 95 degrees, and I need to know the noise they make when they die. I need it.
All right, onesies. Please, if you like what you're hearing in this crazy madness, like, share, subscribe, follow, tell a friend, make it awkward, shake them violently. You need to listen to the audience of one, brother.
Oh, he's in StarCraft. What a
God,
bad.
it's hot in here, man. AC is off. It is terrible.
We're
All right,
having a good time.
onesies.
Bye.
Next week. Bye-bye.